It's the new Red Green Show! And here he is, a self-educated man who is a living testimonial as to why you should stay in school. My uncle, your hero, Red Green!
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you something. I was walking around downtown this morning and I noticed that Ralphie's gas station is completely gone, okay? Been replaced by a convenience store slash banking machine slash drive-through video outlet. I guess Ralphie couldn't make any money in the gasoline business.
Wow, that's impossible, Uncle Red. Everything around here runs on gas, including most of the lodge members. Boy, I mean, he sold like hundreds of gallons of gas to you guys every week.
Well, to be honest, Harold, I guess a lot of the guys were taking gas from the self-serve and then not paying for it.
Ralphie's pumps aren't self-serve.
They are at 3 o'clock in the morning. In today's show, Ranger Gord is wound up just a little too tight. I'm gonna grind a great big hole in the bottom of the possum van. Garth Harville's got something in the attic, but it's not worth much. And Winston Rothschild goes on and on and on. Better watch your allergies, Harold. I might have spilled a bit of gasoline on myself.
Well, don't come near me or the stove. I'm particularly allergic to human torches.
You try something, where does it get you? All you want to do is to run a gas pipeline from the gas station in Port Asbestos right to the lodge. It's downhill all the way. Of course, the government steps in, says it's illegal to run gasoline through East Trough. I'm not sure how long the duct tape would have held anyway.
Well, maybe I'm a little bit glad we have a government. I know I'm glad we have a fire department.
I don't know what you heard, but I'm telling you, that was an accident. Those bathtubs were porcelain, and there wasn't a leaky one in the bunch.
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, we had a bunch of bathtubs on a flatbed up to Port Asbestos, and we filled them all with gas, and it didn't go real well.
Perhaps they were a little too full?
Not after the first corner. But the real problem hit when Junior Singleton flicked his flaming butt out the window, and then his lit cigarette.
Oh, good.
No, I got those in the wrong order. Well, of course, Bill's solution to being out of gas is to find another mode of transportation, so he's going back to the old West, the old cowboy. A real quality horse you got there, Bill, but he's not a real quality cow. What do you got? Oh, he's got a chaw, the big tobacco. Oh, I got you. He's doing going to do the spittoon thing. Oh, my God, yeah. This is just, you know, Bill. Careful there. Oh, you're fine. All right. Spring came early this year. All right, and he's gonna fire that into the pail. Okay, Bill, get a big chaw there. Get a man size. Oh my golly. Bill? No, you missed. You missed on that. You find it over. It's over in that area. Yeah, it's funny, eh? Yeah, it's funny. He'll be back later. She scrimped and saved for 2 years to buy that car.
She did not give you permission to drive it, but you had to go behind her back and take it out for a drive anyway, didn't you?
And you had to go to the lumber yard. And you had to buy 2 sheets of drywall. And you had to try and cram them into that tiny little hatchback, didn't you?
And you had to rip the upholstery in a roof. Now what are you going to tell her?
You're not going to tell her anything. Not yet.
First of all, you're going to ditch that drywall. Then you get back in that car, drive over to her nephews.
You know the ones, those rotten little children of Satan?
You're going to take them out and buy them ice cream and chocolate and pop.
Especially chocolate. Yeah. And make sure they spend at least an hour inside the car.
Yeah. When those 3 little hyenas are done, that your rip on the roof line's going to look like an afterthought.
And you're off the hook. How can she blame you? You were only trying to be nice to her nephews. It's not your fault they're rotten, destructive little sociopaths.
They're family.
Right. lying on the boathouse, staring at the stars. No noise, no horn, no exhaust. At least none of it from cars, right? I don't let anyone up here. It's my own private little nest. But now that I've thrown my back out and I'm pretty much paralyzed from the eyebrows down, I'm valuing privacy less and less. I'm telling you right now, don't believe that stuff you read in the newspapers. The reason that we have a fuel shortage in this country is because our gas tanks aren't big enough. So this week in Handyman Corner, I'm going to put a man-sized gas tank into the possum van. Now, originally I was thinking of just popping this 45-gallon unit in there, but I don't think this thing is really going to do the job. It's not going to hold enough gas to cover off the gas mileage problem that I have with the van. I suppose I could change the plugs and points once in a while, but I don't want to get into that. So instead, what I need is a gas tank the same size as the whole van. Now, of course, once I fill this unit up with gasoline, I need some way to get that gas into the real gas tank to go up into the engine. No problem. Just hack a hole in the floor and let gravity do the work. Of course, now, before we start throwing a couple of 1,000 gallons, into this unit, you want to plug up anywhere that gasoline might seep out around the windows and so on, because you don't want to be driving down the highway with the gas just roaring out of her. Not at today's prices. So what I've done is I've gone all the way down the dashboard here, covered up wherever I thought the gasoline might leak around, the headlight switch and the windshield washers. And of course I got the heater vent there. She's all closed up, and especially did a little extra duct tape around the dimmer switch, because I know the floor is kind of rusty there. But, that should hold her, and do it properly. That'll take you maybe 10 to 15 minutes to do it right, And of course, once you've done that, then you got to go down the outside and do the windows and the doors and, of course, all the rust holes. All right, I'll tell you, that is one tight sealed van. Now all I have to do is go down to the local fill-up station and load her up with about a 1.5 year supply of gasoline. So remember, if the women don't find... Oh, golly. All right, okay. Rethink. This is good, because the mark of a true handyman is his ability to adapt to, changing conditions, safety regulations, that kind of thing. So what am I going to do here? Must be full of gas. Maybe a snorkel unit of some kind, or maybe radio control. I know, the flying bridge like they have on those cabin cruisers. So what I'll do is I'll move the whole dashboard unit up onto the roof and... Okay, no. I'm going to need a whole new dashboard unit. Well, this has got to be a piece of good news for all you small car owners out there. Now, I've hooked everything up, obviously, to run the whole unit, and I duct taped her on. You might want to weld it, but if you are going to weld it, I would suggest you do all your welding before you fill the van up with gasoline. And you might want to keep an eye out for the maximum height on the low bridges and so on. Let's give her a little test drive right now. So remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Stay tuned for Ranger Gord pretending he's a tree. Not to exaggerate his IQ, I guess. Any day now, you'll be shaving or scraping chunks of pizza off your forehead. You'll look at yourself in the mirror and you'll see that your face is covered with wrinkles. All around your mouth, around your eyes, up over your ears. And when you furrow your brow, it looks like a rump roast made out of corduroy. Now, wrinkles is caused by one thing only. You got too much skin there. You go to a cosmetic surgeon, they're happy to cut the skin off for you. Or if you're on a budget, I guess you could duct tape wires to the skin and then tighten it up with a little winch hidden in your hat. But I'll tell you a simple way to get rid of wrinkles. Put on weight. Oh yeah, you just eat and eat and eat until you fill up all that extra skin. You see, Mother Nature gave you that skin thinking you'd be a lot fatter by now. Don't let her down. It's just that simple. Fat is the safest and simplest cure for wrinkles. You ever see a wrinkled pig? No, sir. So just go nuts, fill your face every day, and then one day when your heart explodes and your friends are leaning over your extra wide coffin, they'll comment on how young you look. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. Today, Ranger Gord is going to teach us how to avoid being attacked by grizzly bears.
That's right, Red. In the 16 years I've been manning Fire Watchtower 13, I've never once been mauled by a bear. Oh, sure, I've been attacked by foxes and wolves and deer and elk and badgers and, of course, squirrels. A hummingbird will give a good nip. Oh, and that chipmunk scar is just starting to heal over. Let me show you that.
No, we don't need to see that, Gord, no.
But I've never once been mauled by a bear. Why do you think that is, Red?
Good sense, I would say.
No way.
No?
No, camouflage.
Oh.
Okay? Now, bears like to eat fish and grub. So I never, ever dress up like a fish or a grub. Okay? As much as I'd like to sometimes, I avoid it. Instead, I dress up like a tree.
Oh, yeah.
Now, these are ash branches.
All right.
Okay? And an ash looks like this. See that?
Yeah.
I'm an ash.
Took the words right out of my mouth there, Gord.
Now, you hold the branches like this, or even, you know, as much as this. You're not going to fool a rabbit, let alone a bear, okay? So the key to dressing up like a tree is the shape.
All right. Thank you very much, Gord.
No, wait. I have another one here. Now, this is my favorite. So if you just hold that, Red.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Take this end.
Yeah.
Hold it in your fingers like that.
Okay.
Here we go. Watch
Okay,
this.
okay.
Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't this fun?
Oh, my God.
Watch this.
Yeah.
This must be my favorite, I think.
It must be.
There. Okay?
Yeah.
What am I?
Oh, don't ask me questions like that, Gord.
I'm a white birch bark.
Oh.
You see that?
Yeah.
You didn't recognize me, huh?
No.
Well, what were you thinking?
Oh, well, same as always.
Oh, yeah.